First, let me say Radhe Radhe to everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to each and every one of you here tonight. As customary, before we continue with Gita Saptah, please join me in Harinam Sankirtan, chanting of the divine name of the Lord for a few minutes. Please, it's my request, humblest request, that everyone should join in chorus and sing as loud as you can. Chanting the name of the Lord is so easy and simple, and everything is there. Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, O Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, 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 O Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, O Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, Bolo Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, O Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, 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 O Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, O Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, Bolo Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, O Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, 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 O Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, Bolo Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, O Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe, बोले राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय. Now try to be very attentive and listen very carefully. We have been listening to Gita in this presentation of Gita Saptah. Saptah means 7. So 7 lectures on Gita. And the topics have been already outlined. The first night I spoke on what is the soul. Last night, Bandhan aur Dukkha Karan. What is the cause of bondage and suffering in the world? Tonight's topic is a very interesting topic, Maya. This thing we hear about a lot, but very few people understand what is Maya. Most of you must have heard when people are asked about Maya, most people will tell you it's an illusion, Brahm. It does not exist, that this world is an imagination of the mind. I'm imagining you, you're imagining me. And we all have the same imagination. Wow. If any one of you were to ask to describe me, you will all see the same thing. You will not see a donkey or an elephant or a dog or a cat. You will say this man has a beard, wearing yellow clothes. All of you will give the same description. So we all have the same imagination? Wow. Western philosophers too, such as Berkeley, Plato, Hegel, Kant, have established theories of subjective and objective idealism based on the theory that what is seen as the world is an imagination of the mind. It is not real. Adi Jagadguru Shankaracharya also said the world is an imagination of the mind. It is not real. Okay, let's see what Gita and our scriptures have to say about this. Bhagwan Krishna says to Arjun, 7th chapter, Bhumira punalo vayu khammano buddhirevacha ahankarai me bhinna prakritishtadha apare me tastwanyam prakritim vidhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yairam dharyate jagat. Chapter 7, verse 4 and 5, Gita verses. Bhagwan Krishna is saying very clear. He outlines Prakriti, Maya. There are 8 principles. Earth, water, fire, air, space, mind, intellect, ego. And he says, he declares, this is my power. This is the power of mind. This Maya, which comprises of these 8 things, is the power of mind. The Vedas say, Mayam tu prakritim vidyan mainam tu Maheshwaram tasyaveva bhutaistu vyaptam sarvamidam jagat. Shvetashvataropanishad, chapter 4, verse 10. This Ved mantra is saying, Maya, the governor of Maya, is Bhagavan, God. God is being called Mayin. That who controls, who has the power of Maya. In whom that power of Maya resides. It's not an imagination of the mind. Very clearly the Vedas are saying, Mainam tu Maheshwaram. Again the Vedas say, Gyagyav dvavaja vishanisha vaja heka bhokti bhogyat yukta anantaschatma vishwarupo hyakarta tayam yada vindate brahma me tat. Shvetashvataro Upanishad chapter 1 verse 9. Ksharam pradhanam amitaksharam haraksharat mana vishate deva ekah tasya bhidyanad yojanat tattva bhavat bhuyaschante vishwamaya nivritti. Chapter 1 verse 10. Shvetashvataro Upanishad. In essence, the Vedas is saying, there's a cosmic power called Maya which governs the individual soul, we people, and also creates the universe, the world. In this effect also, this exact thing, in Tulsikrit Ramayana, once God, Bhagwan Shree Ram, was sitting in a place called Chitrakoot, and his brother Lakshman asked him, questioned him, what is Maya? He says, Tehi kar bhed sunahu tum do vidya apar avidya do. He says, Lakshman, there are two kinds of Maya. One is called Vidya Maya, one is called Avidya Maya. What is this Vidya Maya, Avidya Maya? Many people who do not understand philosophy, do not know Upanishad, Ved, they say Vidya Maya means knowledgeable Maya, Avidya Maya means ignorant Maya. No. Bhagwan Krishna says to Arjun in Gita, Sattvam rajas tapa iti guna prakriti sambhava nibadnanti mahabaho dehe dehinam avyayam. Chapter 14, verse 5, Gita. He says, Maya has three qualities, three gunas. There are three kinds of quality in Maya. Sattva guni Maya, Rajo guni Maya, Tamo guni Maya. Three qualities, Sattvic, Rajas, Tamas. Same thing Vedas are saying. Ajam ekam lohit shukla krishnam bahavi prajaha shrijamanam swarupaha ajo heko jushumanunu shete jahatenam bhukta bhoga majonyah. Shvetashvataro Upanishad chapter 4 verse 5. The Vedas are saying Maya has three colors. White Maya, red Maya, black Maya. White represents Sattva Guni Maya. Red represents Rajo Guni Maya. Black represents Tamo Guni Maya. So three qualities. So Maya has three qualities. Now, Sattva Gun alone, this is Vidya Maya. And Rajo Gun plus Tamo Gun, this is Avidya Maya. This is what is meant by Vidya Maya and Avidya Maya. Not knowledgeable Maya or an ignorant Maya. The qualities of Maya. So Sattva Gun alone, that is Vidya Maya. And Rajo Gun plus Tamo Gun, that is Avidya Maya. What does this Maya do? So Bhagwan Ram says to Lakshman, Ek rachai jag gun bas jaake Prabhu prerit nahi nij bal take. One Maya, Vidya Maya, Sattva Guni Maya creates the world. Jag. Not by itself, through the help of Bhagwan. And Avidya Maya, Ek Dushta Atisaya Dukha Rupa, Jabas Jeev Paro Bhava Kupa. Avidya Maya creates another world. It governs the individual soul and creates the inner world. So there's an outer world and there is an inner world. So Vidya Maya creates the outer world. That which we see around us, trees, mountains, valleys, rivers, man, woman. Vidya Maya. And Avidya Maya also creates a world. The inner world. The world of our mind, our thoughts and ideas. Avidya Maya. Now, the outer world we see around us is almost insignificant when compared to the inner world of the mind. How? Now, we all dream, right? Not everybody remembers. Some of us don't even remember what we dream. So we think, I have no dream. And some people, very vividly, they can describe every detail of their dream. It's all dream. In our dream, we do the most impossible thing. We jump over the tallest of buildings, fly over the ocean, and do the most extraordinary of things. Now, this outer world that we see around us, which is composed of the 5 elements, Prithvi, Jal, Tej, Vayu, Akash, earth, water, fire, air, and space. I told you Bhagwan Krishna says, chapter 7, verse 4, that world is real. Satyam bhutamayam jagat, Mahabharat. Why is it real? Satyat bhutani jatani sthavarani cha, Mahabharat. Because God created the world and God is real. The inner world of our mind, on the other hand, that world is false. Why? Because that world is created by us and we in turn are governed by Maya. Now, the outer world we see around us, which is created by God, by Bhagavan, and which is real, never changes its form. While the inner world of the mind keeps changing its form all the time. Let's suppose there's a diamond lying somewhere on the road. Hira, diamond. Big, Kohinoor. Now 2 men see this diamond from afar. Hey, that looks like a diamond. Really? Yeah. And they start running towards it. Now one was faster than the other. And he grabbed it. He was naturally overjoyed, while the other person was totally miserable. Diamond is one, but it's the cause of 2 different feelings to 2 different individuals. To one is a source of happiness, whilst to the other is a source of sorrow. A 3rd man came along. He asked the one who was holding the diamond, hey, why are you happy? I got this. Why are you sad? I didn't get that. Oh, why be sad? It's a stone anyhow. Better you didn't get it. He neither knows nor accepts that this is a diamond. He who does not know what a diamond is gets neither the sorrow nor the happiness of the diamond. It is a source of happiness to the one who knows, recognizes, and possesses it. On the other hand, it is a source of sorrow to the one who knows, recognizes, but is unable to possess it. Now see, the diamond didn't change, it's still one. But it's the cause of three different feelings to three different individuals. From this, these feelings that is created in those three people, the inner world, that world is false. The diamond, which is a product of the outer world, that world is real. Vidyanand, a direct disciple of Jagadguru Shankaracharya, who is saying, Jagat Mithya, that the world is an illusion. In his work Panchadarshi, he accepts that the world which God has created, that world is real. It is absurd, totally absurd, to say the world is false, an illusion. Should any sannyasi, jnani, Babaji come and tell you the world is false, then you should ask him, hey Babaji, Jnani ji, you must go begging for your food. In India, these jnanis, sannyasi, they shave their head, bare everything, put on orange clothes, they walk with a stick and a little container, kamandalu, and they go begging, bhiksham dehi, bhiksham dehi. So you must go begging for your food, right? Rice, soup, bread. Yes, yes. Before you became a Babaji, you used to eat food? Yes. And now that you have become a Babaji, you still eat food? Yes. Now you have attained the knowledge that the world is an illusion, mithya. That confusion you had before is now gone, right? Yes, it's gone. Then why are you eating this roti, this bread? Huh? Why are you drinking water? Is it real? You are saying that the world is an imagination of the mind, but even for that Brahmagyani who has destroyed the mind, even for that Jivan Mukt who is liberated while alive, the world continues to exist. Everyone has to eat. Even when Bhagavan comes in this world, he eats, drink, everything just like us. As long as you live in this world, you have to make use of the world, the air. Stop breathing. If you say the world is an imagination, stop breathing. Forget that. This body you have, this body we have is made of the same five elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. Give it up. Give up this body and then say the world is false. An imagination of the mind. Look, the leader of all the Jnanis, Jagadguru Shankaracharya, he wrote many books that we read today. Okay. Where did he get the pen, the paper, and the ink from? All these things belong to the world, don't they? The world should have ceased to exist as far as you are concerned, Shankaracharya ji. The mountains, the valleys, the oceans should have all disappeared. No. They continue to exist just as they did before you attained perfect knowledge. It is okay that you see the world filled with God, while I, a material person, see it filled with matter. It is because you have spiritual vision, while I, a material person, have material vision. I accept that. But the world exists, continue to exist for both of us. So the world is real and unreal at the same time. because there are two kinds of world. There's an inner world and there's an outer world. There's a gross world and there's a subtle world. The world we have to destroy is not the world we see outside. But no one can destroy the world. The world can no longer affect us. We can reach the point where the world no longer affects us. But the world will continue to exist. What we have to destroy is the inner world of the mind. That is the world we have to destroy. Not the one that Bhagavan created. That world is of no problem to us. Let me give you a glimpse of how Maya governs and controls us. We have always been looking for happiness in the world. In spite of having been told from beginningless time, we have met uncountable saints. We have read the scriptures uncountable times and have been told that there is no happiness in the world, in any person or object in this world. Yet, in spite of the blows we get, in spite of the sorrows and sufferings we get from the world, we have not learned anything. We keep looking for happiness in the world. You know what my guru says? Shri Maharaji, don't feel bad. There's a stray dog, Avara Kutta, stray dog, very hungry. You show that dog a dry piece of bread, dry roti, and the dog comes wagging his tail. You take a stick and hit him really hard, and the dog yelps, growls, and runs from a distance and look at you angrily, growling. And again you show the dog the dry piece of bread. Again it comes and it wags the tail. Again you hit it. Again it runs away, growls and looks angrily. But again, if you show him that dry piece of bread, that dry piece of roti, it will come back wagging its tail. This is exactly our condition. Exactly. We have not learned anything. Uncountable times we have gotten this world, everything. We have been billionaires, trillionaires. We have attained the position of Indra, I told you last night. Uncountable times. Yet we keep looking for happiness in the world. Just as moth haul themselves into the flame of fire and die, in the same way, we keep throwing ourselves into sensual pleasures, hoping to find happiness. And in this way, we go on till crippled and cheated we die. This is a glimpse of how Maya governs and controls us. It's the most difficult and intricate thing to understand. Once, Naraji told Bhagwan Krishna, please show me your Maya. Bhagwan didn't say anything. After a few days passed, Bhagwan said to Narad, chalo thoda ghume, let's go for a walk. After walking through some very desolate place, suddenly Bhagwan sat down and said, Narad, I am very thirsty, boy. Bahut pyas lag rahi. I am very thirsty. Can you go and find some water for me? Narad agreed and went in search of water. He came to a village. He went to the first house and knocked on the door. And it was opened by a most beautiful woman. Most beautiful. Seeing that beautiful woman, Naraji forgot all about his master waiting for water and maybe dying of thirst. He started talking to that woman and stayed the whole day and the next day until he asked her father for a hand in marriage. The father agreed. Narad married her and lived with her. After some time, the girl's father died, and Narad inherited all his land, property, cattle, and so on, fields, everything. He lived what seemed to be a very happy life with his wife, children, field, cattle, property. 12 years passed like this, 12 years. One day, a great flood came to that village. A great flood. Houses and trees, animals were swept away by the raging current. Such a flood. Water. Recently in New York City, there was a storm, Sandy. How you saw, if you have seen what it did. So everything was being swept away by this current. Naraji had to escape that flood. With one hand, he held on two of his children, and the other his wife. A third child he placed on his shoulder. In this way, Naraji attempted to cross that great flood. After a few steps, the child on the shoulder fell into the water and was swept away by the raging current. Naraji uttered a cry of despair and rushed forth to save the child. But in so doing, he lost grip on the other two, and they too were swept away by the raging current. Lastly, his wife, whom he clasped with all his might, she too was torn away by the raging current, and he himself was thrown on the bank of the river, wailing and weeping in bitter lamentation. From behind him came a very sweet, soft voice. Narad, beta, my son Narad, where is the water? I have been waiting for you for 1 hour. 1 hour? 12 years had passed. Naraji no longer needed any explanation about Maya. This Maya is no ordinary entity. It is one of the main powers of Bhagavan and is eternal and beginningless, just as Bhagavan. This is why the Vedas refer to Bhagavan as Aj, meaning unborn, eternal, and Maya as Aja. Meaning, in the feminine, unborn too. Ajam ekam lohit shukla krishna bahavi ityadi. The Bhagavad says, Yatra yena yato yasya yasmai yadyadhyatha yada syadam bhagavan sakshat pradhana purusheshwaraha. It is the same Maya that creates the world. But Maya has been told to be jar, inert, non-conscious. Look, this wash rag I have, see, this is non-conscious, inert. In the same way, Maya has been told to be non-conscious, jar, inert. Then how can it create the world? So Tulsidas Ji Maharaj says, Jasu satyata te jar maya nachinati iva sahit sahaya. Maya acquires the power of being a conscious, intelligent being through the power of Bhagavan. Maya cannot do anything by itself. Look, you all know an axe. Axe is used for cutting things, tree, logs. Now this axe is a non-conscious, unintelligent thing, but it can be used to cut down huge trees. Does the axe do that by itself? No. The hand gives the power to the axe. If one day you go in the forest and you see an axe cutting a tree by itself, both goes, you're going to run from there. Huh? So the hand gives the power to the axe to cut the tree. If the hand were to minus its power, the axe again becomes non-conscious, unintelligent. It cannot do anything by itself. In the same way, God empowers Maya to work. If God were to minus his power, Maya becomes incapable of doing anything. Maya dhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam hetunanena kaunteya jagat viparivartate. Gita, chapter 9, verse 10. Bhagwan Krishna says to Arjun, the governor, Adhyaksh, the governor of Maya is Bhagavan, God. God plus Maya comes together to create the world. Just as the axe and the hand come together for cutting down the tree, in the same way, God plus Maya together create the world. Maya by itself cannot do anything. The scripture gives a relation between God and Maya like this. The scriptures say, there's a woman who is blind, and he blind. And there is a man who is lame. His legs are useless, can't walk. They come together and they hold a meeting. What should we do? So the woman says, look, you climb on my shoulder. You climb on my shoulder and you direct me. I will walk and you direct me. And so we will be able to go where we want to go. So God empowers Maya to work, and the result is creation. Shaktitvan nanitam vedyam. Sandilya Sutra. Bhagwan Krishna says very clearly in Gita, Daivi hisha gunamai mama maya duratyaya mameva ye prapadyante maya metan tarantite. Chapter 7, verse 14, Gita. Daivi. Daivi means divine. He says Maya is a divine power. Daivi or Mama Maya. Mama means Meri in Hindi. My Maya. Maya belongs to me. It is my power. Duratyaya. It's impossible. It's most difficult to cross. No one can cross Maya because it's my power. How to cross Maya? Mamev. The word ev means only. Prapadyante. Padyante means surrender. Prapadyante means complete surrender. Only the one, only ev. Only the one who completely surrenders to me can become free from Maya. In other words, only when Bhagavan Krishna says, hey Maya, leave that one. Now she is mine. He is mine. Then Maya will go. Not before that. Tulsidas Maharaj, a great saint, also says, Sodasi Raghubir ki samujhay mithya sopi छूटे न राम कृपा बिनु नाथ कहूं पदरोपी. He says, Maya is a dasi. Dasi means maid servant. In other words, the power of Bhagavan. It's not an illusion, not mithya. And how to break the bondage of Maya? Ram Kripa. Without God's grace, this bondage of Maya cannot be broken. Nat Jiva Tava Maya Moha So Nistarahi Tumarihi Choha Mudha Bhed Yadyapi Krit Maya Binu Hari Jaya Nakoti Upaya. Upay means ways, means tikram. Try as you want. Uncountable ways you can try. Maya is not going to let go of you by just saying it's an illusion. Mithya. Without God's grace, Binu Hari Jai. No one can get rid of Maya. But, as I said, the Advait philosophers, the non-dualists, they do not accept Maya. This is an illusion, imagination of the mind. You are saying Maya is a dasi, the maid servant of God. We don't accept Tulsidas philosophy. This is what the Jnanis say. If you start talking about Jagadguru Shankaracharya philosophy, well, yes, we will listen. Jagadguru Shankaracharya likens Maya for a piece of rope which is mistaken for a snake in the dark. Now, first to begin, we should ask Jagadguru Shankaracharya ji, where did he get the snake from, the rope from? You must have rope, then you can mistake it for a snake. And if you say the rope is real, that is Maya. Where did you find the rope from? And here he says, just as someone is walking in the dark, there's a rope in the ground, and you think it is snake. Stop, snake, snake. So we have become confused. The Vedas tell us this world is made of three tattva, three entities. Brahm, Jeev, Maya. The Vedas are saying this. Gya, Gyau, Dva, Vaja, Vishani, Shavaja, Heka, Bhokti, Bhogyata, Yukta, Anantaschatma, Vishwarupo, Hyakarta, Trayam Yada, Vindate, Brahma Me Tat. Shvetashvatara Upanishad, chapter 1, verse 9. So three things, Brahm, Jeev, Maya. Jagadguru Shankaracharya accepts only one entity, Brahm. Because as far as he is concerned, Maya doesn't exist. And the individual soul is also God. Aham Brahmasmi. He says, just as an oyster shell, seashell, oyster shell, is mistaken for silver in the dark. Somebody's walking in the dark, the moonlight, and this thing is shining, they think it's silver. And the deer mistakes the flying sand in the midday sun of a desert to be water, that mirage, or they don't have to be in the desert. Many of you, I'm sure you have experienced, you are driving in the road with the car, riding the bicycle, and in front of you the sun is very hot in that midday sun, and in the flying sand, it looks like there was water in front of you. And when you reach, no water. Mirage. It's called a mirage. So in the same way, he says, just as the deer mistakes the flying sand in the midday of a desert to be water, in the same way we have become confused and formed the illusion called Maya. Brahm. Brahm. Now, Jagadguru Shankaracharya came long before. After him, a long while afterwards, the great saint Tulsidas ji came. And Tulsidas heard this philosophy of Shankaracharya and he said, man, this man must be cracked. How can he make a statement like that? Anyhow, he says, okay, I'm not going to argue with you. You are Mahapurush. Do not get angry with Shankaracharya. Shri Maharaji tells us that he is Shivji himself. Bhagwan Krishna in Padma Puran is a katha. Bhagwan Krishna told Shivji, I want you to go in the world and teach a philosophy completely against me. And Shivji is Param Bhakt, Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. Among devotees, Shivji is told to be top in the Bhagavad. So whatever Krishna says, Shivji is a great devotee, but what Krishna says he has to do. He has to follow the agya of his master. So he came and taught something different. What he felt and what he wanted to do was totally different. Later on he changed his whole mind, whatever Krishna said. For a few years he taught Advait. God is formless, can't have a form. And later on he changed his whole mind. He taught bhakti to his own mother. He said to his mother, Vishuddhayati nantaratma Krishna padam bhoja bhakti mrite. Without devotion to Shri Krishna, the heart, the mind cannot be purified. Impossible. That beautiful prayer we say morning and evening, Yamuna nikat tathasthita. He wrote that. Such a beautiful description glorifying Krishna. He wrote many. So don't feel badly about him. He was directed by Bhagavan to do this. Who knows, whatever reason. Anyhow, so Tulsidas Ji says, okay, I want to say something too. Okay, Tulsidas Ji, let's hear what you have to say. Rajatasi pamahu bhas jimi jatha bhanu karvari jadaprimishati hu kalasoi brahmana sakai kotari. He says, in time, after some time, the illusion of that seashell, seep, being Rajat, silver, and the flying sand in the midday sun of a desert being water, that will be destroyed. You will recognize that this is only a seashell, an oyster shell. This is only a mirage, there is no water. But no one, not even Jagadguru Shankaracharya, can destroy the illusion. If Maya is an illusion, I'm not arguing, he says, okay, Maya is an illusion, but even Jagadguru Shankaracharya cannot destroy the illusion of Maya through self-effort. How to destroy it? So he gives an answer. Jasu kripa asa brahma miti jai girija soi kripalu raghurai. Okay, Shankaracharya, if you say Maya is an illusion, Brahm, okay, fine. But even that Brahm, you need Ram Kripa. Only by the grace of Bhagwan. This is what Bhagwan Krishna is saying in Gita. Mameva ye prapadyante. Only when I shower my grace. Completely surrender to me. The condition for God's grace, complete surrender. What is complete surrender? Do nothing? Yes, it means do nothing. If somebody come and point a gun at you, what do? You don't put your hand in your pocket. They will shoot you. Surrender, complete inactivity. But we cannot just do nothing. Nahi kashchit kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karma krit. Chapter 3, verse 5, Gita. Bhagwan Krishna says it is impossible to remain inactive even for a moment. So what does surrender really mean? It's impossible for us to do nothing. What does he mean? So in the Gita it tells us what surrender means. But day after tomorrow, I'm going to tell you about that. You see, topic by topic. If I tell you everything today, then you will say, okay, I know already, why come Friday? So this is a condition. Complete surrender. For attaining God's grace, only through the grace of God. Yada he vaisha etas mudan mantadam kurute atatasya bhayam bhavati. Yame vaisha vinute tena labhyasta saisha atma vivinute tanugam swam. Kathopanishad 1:2-23. Only when God showers His grace on that individual. You cannot get God's grace by fasting, by doing havan, yagna, dan. Naham veda na tapasa, na dane na ched jaya. Very clear, Bhagwan is making it in Gita, chapter 11, verse 53. No fasting, austerities, charity, tapasya, none of these can help one to know me. I am known only by the one upon whom I shower my grace. So many places. Kripa, kripa, kripa. Ananya shintayantu mami jana paripasate tesham nitya bhyuktanam yogakshemam bahamyaham. Chapter 9, verse 22, Gita. Those who worship me exclusively and surrender themselves wholeheartedly unto me, to them I bring attainment of what they do not have, and I protect what they have. The whole Gita, Krishna finishes the Gita. First, he gives this long lecture about dharma and performing your dharma. And if you do not do dharma, what will happen to you? You will go to hell. And then he says to Arjun, Sarva dharman parityajya. Sarva dharman parityajya. Mamekam sharanam braja. Chapter 18, verse 66. Hey Arjun, renounce all dharma, all duties, all obligations, and take shelter in me alone. You see, Arjun had already told Bhagwan that I am surrendered to you, remember? The first day I told you, Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava Prichhami tvam dharma samudha cheta yasya nishitam bruhi tanme shishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapannam. Chapter 2, verse 7, Gita. I seek your advice as your fully surrendered disciple. Prapad shishyasteham prapadyante. So he says, but Krishna had already told you in the second chapter that I am your fully surrendered disciple. Now you're telling me again, completely surrender? Yes, you did say that. But at that time there was something wrong. You were afraid of dharma. Now I'm telling you to give up both dharma as well as adharma. Dharman means dharma. We may take it to mean give up all dharma so I can do adharma. Give up all good action, do wrong action. God is saying give up all wrong action. So I can do all so he says give up all good action so I can do all the wrong action. No. This is understood. A little story. It won't take you too long. You all know there is a katha Savitri and Satyavan. It's a very famous katha. This girl was told that her husband will die very young. Still, she insisted to get married to him. So, no one can go against what is destined for you. The time had come for this person to die. Yamraj came and was taken the soul away. Now Savitri was very powerful. Sati. What is Sati? Oh, a lot of people think they are Sati. What Sati really means, I'll tell you later on. So Savitri, she saw Yamraj taking her husband and she followed. She could do that too. She had so much power. Yamraj is going in the air, in the space, and she's following. So much power. Yamraj said, hey, where are you going? You're taking my husband. I have to go. This is my life. No, this is against the rule. Only those whose time has come can go to Yamalaya, the abode of death. Those whose time has not come cannot go. Stay right here. Go back. But she kept following. So Yamraj said to her, look, I'm going to give you a boon. Besides God realization, I cannot do that. That's not in my hand. That only Krishna can give. Ask me for anything. Ask me for any boon, and I will give it to you, besides God realization. So Savitri said, really? Yeah, I'm Yamraj. Okay. Bless me with 100 sons. Yama said, okay. He didn't even think, take 2 minutes and think what this lady is asking for. He said, okay, just to get rid of her. And he thought, okay, that's it. And he continued. When he looked, she's still following. Hey, lady, I told you to ask for this boon and I've given it to you and you will go away. What are you doing still? Yes, you have given me 100 sons. You have blessed me. But without a husband, how do I get 100 sons? I need husband to get 100 sons. At least until I have 100 sons, that my husband will live till that time. Yamraj said, hey, Ram. And he had to give back. So, her 100 sons meant that also I want her. She didn't have to ask for husband. It was included. In the same way, Sarva Dharman means Adharma also. It's included. So give up all virtue as well as vice. and take shelter in me alone. Arjun said, okay. But if I do not perform my duty, in your Vedas, in your scriptures, you have said if someone does not do duty, dharma, they are papi, a sinner. I'll be committing sin. I've written that. That is only for those who are not surrendered to me. The ones who are surrendered to me or surrendering to me do not have to worry about dharma. I will take care of that. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishami ma sucha. Don't worry. I will take care of everything. I'll free you from all sins, all pap. I will take care of everything. This is what he says in chapter 9, verse 22. And give you everything divine. Just completely surrender. What is that complete surrender, though? That is what we need. We have to completely surrender. Then Maya will go. We will find that out in a couple days' time. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Shreemad Sadguru Sarkar ki jai. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.